Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about rainbow shark. The one that you see in front of you is an albino rainbow shark. And the reason why I bought him is because I really like the way he looks. His red fins are standing out and he's just a great looking fish. But today I want to talk about more how to take care of this fish and who he can live with and what water temperature he needs and etc. So in this tank I keep him with bloodfin tetras, dwarf gouramis, peppered cories, panda cories, and even twig catfish and some mollies. I know that it's not advised to keep rainbow shark with catfish, especially peppered cories, since they're so peaceful, but he's been here for almost 6 months and I bought him when he was almost mature, and now he is mature and I had no problems with him and peppered cories. And the reason for this, I think, is that I have a very dense planted aquarium and there's lots of hiding places for peppered cories and other fish. But I noticed that he tends to chase around my flying fox a lot. I don't know, is it because he might be thinking that it's another rainbow shark because they're so similar, or he just doesn't like him in general, I don't know. But the flying fox is just too fast for him to catch, so I don't see a problem for this, and it only happens before feeding time. As you see, I always feed them around this time and they're all swimming around the tank and sort of in an aggressive way. But this fish is not easy to take care of, but it's not that hard to take care of. And the reason for this is just it's very hard to find the tank mates for this guy, because he tends to get very aggressive when he's fully matured. And I'd say, guys, it's the best just to try things, but always have another option in mind, because this fish gets to be about 6 inches, but usually in aquariums it only gets to about 5.5 to 5 inches. But still, he can get pretty big, and if you're gonna start having problem in the tank with him, it's always best to have another option, either to take him back to your local pet store or just give it to one of your friends if they have a big enough tank for him. Of course, this guy needs a huge tank, and by huge I mean anything that's bigger than 30 gallons is a minimum, a must for this fish. But he does the best in any tank that is 50 gallons or more. So in the future I'm planning to get a 75-gallon tank, actually somewhere around May, and I'm planning to transfer him there. So he's got maybe a few more months in this tank, but this tank is still quite big for him. He can live in different pH levels from 6 to 8. I mean, pretty typical as most of the fish. He's very hardy fish, and for the most part he likes to eat what I noticed the most is brine shrimp and tropical flakes. He doesn't like to eat a lot of like little pellets. I don't know why, but he just ignores them, or bloodworms. He always just goes around the bloodworms and he never even tries to eat them. I don't know why, but if you guys have an answer to this, please leave a comment below, and I'm very interested to find out actually. So in general, I don't have any issues with this fish, and I really like him, and he's very interesting to watch because he's a very active swimmer. And but the only problem with him that he comes out around this time of the day just to feed, and then he goes back into a corner of the tank and he just chills there for a while and then comes out at night. He's a more night fish than a day fish, but he's definitely a boss of the tank. Also, one trick which I used when I bought this guy is I had all of these fish established here prior to buying this rainbow shark, because it tends to help him with his aggressive level. He won't be so aggressive if you introduce him to the tank much later after all of your fish is introduced. Then he won't be so territorial because he will be the new guy in the tank. So this is a very good tip actually for you guys. And also, if you guys looking into buying these guys, the regular rainbow shark is much more aggressive than albino rainbow sharks. Albino rainbow sharks, they tend to be little bit less aggressive than regular shark. So like I said, he's a decent addition to the tank, but it's definitely a good fish for somebody who has a few years of experience with keeping freshwater fish, since there's so many things that you have to switch and try different in order to make it work. For me personally, I'm not going to keep him here for very long. Like I said, I will in the future, he will go into my 75-gallon tank, which will be perfect for him. But for now, he's doing pretty decent. I try to feed them twice a day, so he will be always so he won't be hungry, and if he won't be that hungry, he won't be that aggressive. So it's a pretty interesting fish, and the water temperature for him could be anywhere from 72, I'd say, to 80, 82. This tank I keep at 80, and I feel like it's a sweet point, especially for the fish that I have in here and for the plants. They tend to really like it, and like you saw in my previous video, I got some fry that hatched in here, and they're still doing pretty decently, and hopefully a few of them will survive, so I will have some of my fish that I raised myself. It will be very cool, and I'm very excited about this. And yes, and if you have any more questions about him or anything, please leave a comment down below, and I will try to make a video specifically about your question or anything that you will wish. So please subscribe, as it means a lot to me, and I'm just starting out, and I know that my camera is not the best and the equipment I have is not the best yet, but trust me guys, I'm working on this, and I will be investing into better camera, and I will be creating a fish room if I will get 1,000 subscribers. I have a full basement empty for myself, so I'm planning to create a fish room in the future. So please subscribe to my channel, and hopefully you like my videos, and I will be posting twice a week. I'll try to post even every second day. So thank you very much, and have a nice day. Bye.